Brothers, what's going on? Let me get the right position for this phone. What's going on, brother? I want to talk about the racist white men. Gotta talk about them. I have to talk about them. I gotta touch on them. My man Adigan, he dropped a lot of vids about white men. White women are irrelevant. They don't matter because men, they give women power. They're the ones who give women all the power. White men are simps. The European way, it's just Babylonian. Just they simps. It's almost like they empower women. It's like white, because you see white men, now it's like they're into this MGTOW thing, right? And I'd say, like, Ibmore is a cousin in MGTOW, but we're standing for black men over here. Black supremacy, to be more strict with that terminology there. But you see, white men, they would turn to MGTOW now because see, they've given all these women, including black women, all the power, right? And now these women are throwing them on child support, taking them through divorce court and all this other stuff. And now these white men, they bucking back through MGTOW. You see? And now they're filing complaints with MGTOW. You got the men's rights movement and all this other stuff. Now they want to buck back because they see what women are capable of when you give them freedom. That's why you can't give women freedom. They are to be subjugated. That's it. Women are to be subjugated. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to go. You see? I was talking to my ex, this one white girl, and I told her, with you being a white woman dating a black man, you and I want to give a shout out to Hardcore Tito. I don't know if you guys remember him, but he used to drop bars back in the day. I seen brothers like that kind of give up on YouTube, and I say that kind of discouraged me a little bit. I see brothers like Truth Quad go away, and it kind of discourages me. But when I see brothers like Adigan, Last Crucible, the Black Ram, For Us Black Men still on here, dropping the truth and dropping content, in a sense, that gives me hope and that uplifts me right there. You see? But yeah, white women, they have, see, the white woman's goal is to have more white children, have more white men, have more white babies. White men to be exact, to fuel their army. That was the white man's goal, to press upon the white woman. Well, that was his plan. You see? But now it's a lot of mixing going on. White women getting splashed on by black men. They getting blacked. You see, they getting blacked by black men. White men, they don't like to see that. No, they don't like to see that. And even when I see some of these black women, they and especially good-looking black women, they go a couple up with white men. In a sense, I don't like to see that either. You see? But I was telling my ex that I was with you having babies by a black man, it's almost like you spitting in a white man's face. You spitting in white men's faces. Because one of your plans to carry out was to have more white babies, to fuel the white man's agenda, to enlarge the white man's army. You see? And I was listening to one of these senators or whatever, and they were saying that a lot of white people, they need to start, they need to do more procreating because, like, white people's numbers, in a sense, they're going down. See, they're going down. And then us as black men, us as black people, our genes are more dominant than white people's, because the a white person's genes are, in a sense, more recessive than a black person's. Our genes are dominant. If a black man has a baby by a white woman, that kid is going to come out black, bottom line. And you think back in the slavery days, if it was light-skinned people, they'll still be looked at as being black. You know, that look, light-skinned Drake, most likely he would have been a house Negro. You see, a burnt black guy like me, they're gonna throw me out there in the field. I'm picking cotton out there. Yeah, I'm out there. But essentially, a light-skinned person is still categorized as being black. That's it. That's all. You see? And yes. So to a degree, I concur with what Erdogan was talking about when he was saying he's not too fond of race mixing. And that's how I am too. I'm pro-black male, not pro-black. Because forget women, forget black women. These black American women, they're in collusion with white men, you see, to carry out their plan. And their plan is to destroy black men or to keep black men on the bottom, black American men on the bottom. So I don't really care about black women, especially American black women. I really don't care about them. But yeah, so when white women have kids with black men, it's almost like white women spitting in white men's faces. You see, I was with this one white chick one time. She was decent. She was looking good too. Nice little booty on her. I don't know. We was at the mall or something, and I could tell, like I can see some of the look in some of these white guys' face. Cause she was young, like 22, 23 years old, and I'm in my 30s. And these white dudes was looking like they just had this snarl on their face. Like, I can't believe this black guy got with a white. Yeah, I done did that. Yeah, I done did it. You know, I done made a big splash in her guts. I done did it. Yeah, but, yeah. And likewise, when I see some of these, because like, I'll go downtown and I'll see some corporate black women, nice looking black women, really nice looking black women with white men. And they'll be looking nice, these black women, and I say to myself, like, man, like, this black woman should be with a alpha male type black man, but she's with a white man. And she's with a white man. You got a lot of those corporate bougie black women who look down upon black men. You see? And in a sense, their reason for dating white men is totally different from our reason for dating white women. Our reason for dating white women, you brothers already know what's up. You brothers already know why we lean towards white women. I don't even have to answer that question. Our main reason as to why we lean towards white women is because the black woman is not submissive. She's not easy to get along with, and it's that bad attitude. That's why we veer off and date out, travel overseas. But one of the reasons as to why black women, they date white men is because they want to SHIT on black men. And they feel like some black men aren't intelligent enough, like we don't have our stuff together. But if you look at the bigger picture, or they think that some black men are ghetto and all this other stuff. But if you look at the big picture, in a sense, it's not our fault. It's just all messed up for black people. It's just all messed up for black people. Ultimately, it's not our fault because the white man has made it like this for us as black people. He's made it like this for us. Like black men and black women, we totally hate each other. And that was one of the white man's plan. Going way back to the Jim Crow laws and it's a lot to it. It's deep. It's a lot to it. But yeah, so you look at what the white man has done, and they try to say that, well, Columbus discovered this country. I don't know about that. In my opinion, I think black people, we were indigenous to this country. We were here first. You see, I say we were here first. White people, they created AIDS, all these diseases. They created herpes, AIDS, cancer, all this other stuff. They created all this garbage. They created a lot of this. Slavery, we don't even have to touch on slavery. black people, we can't be racist. And when I talk about being racist, right? You see, being racist is like when you financially cripple another society. Like you go in, let's say, okay, if me being racist, right? My definition of racist is if a black person could go into the white neighborhood, put drugs in that particular neighborhood, like crack, like the white man did black communities, bring meth to white communities, deindustrialize their communities, take the jobs out of their communities, give it to black men, put abortion clinics in a lot of white communities. Yeah, see, now this is racism right here. This is racism right here. This is racism right here. When you try to bring another society down. Being prejudiced is like, prejudice is, I say, is like if you prejudice to the color green or the color red or something like that. Like you could just not like macaroni and cheese versus liking steak or something like that. You prejudice to rice versus broccoli. You see? Yeah, but being prejudiced is when you, I say, in my definition is when you would want, is like when a white person, they don't want to harm black people, but they just don't like black people. They just don't like being around. They don't want to harm them, but they don't want to, these particular white people, they don't want to harm us, you know, and they have no malice against us, but they just don't like us. They just don't want to be around us and stuff like that. But being racist is actually when you are crippling black people, when you giving them AIDS. They say in Atlanta, like that's like the AIDS capital of America. You shouldn't, and if you think about it, a lot of black people are in Atlanta. Back, I say, in the early 2000s, you think about the Yin Yang Twins, when it was this movement for a lot of black people to relocate and traverse to Atlanta because the hip hop industry was booming down there. It was a plan down there, and like CDA is down there, big medical facilities down there. It's almost like black people are guinea pigs in that city down there because AIDS is running rampant in that city. And you think about it, a lot of black males go down there to further their hip-hop careers. Black women out of any nationality in America are the most diseased. 3 out of 5 black women, they have a disease. So if you see 5 black women walking down the street, at least 3 of them have a disease. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's like that on purpose. The white man has an agenda. Like Martin Luther King said, this country was made for white people and by white people. That's how it was made. It was built by blacks, though, at the end of the day. This one white guy in the comments section on this platform on YouTube was saying, well, if you don't want to be in America, you should get in the boat and go back to Africa. I'd gladly go back to Africa. Glad. But first, you're going to give me my 40 acres and a mule. That's about 9 million. You see, yeah, I need that. I need all that, then I'm out. I'm out. I need all that and I'm out. I need all that and I'm out. It's black men against the world in America. Even our women. Even our women, they hate us here in America. But that's how the white man has set it up. I think about the Tuskegee Airmen, when the white men were using black men as guinea pigs and injecting them with syphilis or something like that. Some disease, trying to see if they would survive and everything. These Tuskegee Airmen, black men fighting for this country, crazy. Crazy. Try to use black men as guinea pigs, killing black men, giving them diseases and killing them. That's being racist. That's being racist. I don't know if no black man has ever done that to white men. No, I just don't know. I just don't know about that. That's being racist right there. As a black man, I just want freedom. That's it. I like what the Haitians did. They fought for freedom down there. With the Haitian Revolution, they fought for freedom. They didn't want to harm white people. They just fight for freedom. That's it. Everywhere the white man goes, he just ruined things. You see white people, white men go to different countries, bombing different countries. Bin Laden, they say ISIS and this and that. And what was the other guy? Bin Laden and I forgot his name. But the other guy, they say it was weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction over there in that country. It wasn't no weapons of destruction, of mass destruction over in those countries. I don't believe that was so. White people were just trying to go over, specifically white men were trying to go over to these different countries and appropriate things. Take what they want to take. Destroy these countries, and then it's like in order for them to go in order for America to go over and help these different countries, these countries would have to embrace the white man's and the American's way of life, as far as like the gay agenda and just like stuff like that. Just bogarting in different countries, doing what they want to do in different countries, taking what they want to take. This is why some countries just don't like us. Well, the white man, and just don't like America. Because we go over to different countries and we do whatever we want to do. We just, the white man, he takes whatever he wants to take. And he'll kill if you're not on board with it. He will kill you if you're not on board with it. That's the bottom line. You think about, yeah, it's a lot to it, man. It's just a lot to it. And that's one of my reasons as to why I despise white men. When I see them, when I walk past them I don't say nothing to them. They're going to speak to me first. And that's the scenario with black women as well. I don't say nothing to them. I don't speak to them. You're going to speak to me first, out of respect of me just being a black man. That's it, and that's all. White men speak to me first. If I see them coming, I really don't even give them eye contact. They say, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" I say, "What's up?" Keep it moving. But you're going to speak to me first, though. Facts. And that's the scenario with a black woman. You going to speak to me first. I'm superior to you. Bottom line. That's it. You speak to me, you say, "What's up?" I was on a job with this one black woman. And a lot of black women, they try to act like this. They would see me in the morning. This older black woman was like, she kind of looked at me crazy. You ain't gonna speak to me. You ain't gonna say. And I just kind of laughed it off and kind of kept walking like, hey, I just kept on moving. Because she don't know the half. You just don't know the half. You don't know your place in life. You don't know your position in life. The white man has filled your head up with feminism. The black man didn't enslave you. So why is you jumping on the white woman's side, trying to take her side with this feminism bullcrap? And this is why 70% of black women are single mothers. This is why. You jumping on the side of white women and what they got going on with their white men. Come on, man. Black men did not enslave you. We didn't enslave you. No, we did not. You see? It's crazy. It's deep, man. It's deep. White men out here in the court system. And as I alluded to in another video, Slavery hasn't went away. For the ignorant black brothers out there, because I was one of them as well, back when I was in my late teens and my 20s. I used to sell dope. Got locked up for some time, for like a year. Got out. But these criminals nowadays, that's just another terminology for slaves. They're just new slaves. When you as a black man sell dope, sell crack, because the white man take jobs out of black communities and give them to white men. When you as a black man sell dope, sell crack specifically, and you get caught, because you're going to get caught, you go to jail, now you're working for cheap labor. Shout out to my son. I don't know if you guys heard of my son. Go check out that that freestyle he did on just go check out that freestyle he did. Man, he killed it. He went deep into it. He talked about crack and stuff like that. Man, he went deep into it. But yeah, when us as black men sell the white man's drug and get locked up, and we out there working for cheap labor, we just slaves. That's all we are. We're just modern day slaves. Just residuals. We just modern day slave. Funk Master Flex, my son freestyle. Go check it out if you get a chance. But yeah, it's a lot to it, man. It's crazy. But I just wanted to get on and rant for a couple minutes. I'm about to get on out of here. Get on out of here, man. But all right, you brothers have a good night.